All right, my friends. Today's Revit tip is about notes, how to make keyed notes in your project the easy way. So here I'm going to share my screen and we'll just go from there. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, there's the button. All right, get my face over here in the corner. There we go. All right, so let's look at our project. Okay, here we are in plan view. And sometimes you want to put annotation in here, notes, like a little box that has a 1 in it. And that means, let's say demo notes. Remove this window, and another little box that has a 2 in it, and it says remove this door or whatever. Remove this wall to extent shown, remove this flooring, anything. And these little boxes have to have a schedule that goes with them. And so I'm going to show you guys how to make a family that can be used in your project for demo notes, elevation notes, plan notes. It's got multiple uses, and you can make a separate schedule for your demo, separate schedule for your plan notes and for your elevation notes, and they're stripped out. So they're separate. Okay, so here we go. We don't have an automatic feature in Revit doing this, okay? So what I'm going to do is show you how to make a family. It's a generic annotation family that takes care of all this, okay? So here we go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say File, there's New Family. Click on that, okay? It's a new family. What I'm looking for here, friends, is a, annotation. So open up annotations, and we're going to come down to generic annotation. That's as simple, the world's simplest. So I'm going to say open, and it gives us a crosshairs, which are, right, there it is. It's giving us this, this is the insertion point, and it's got a little note that says after you're done, be sure to delete this. I usually delete it at the beginning, okay? Okay, so here is our center of when we click, this is where the note pops in. So here's what I do, and it's pretty good. It worked for me, and I hope it works for you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go to Create button, and I'm going to click on Label. And I'm going to click right here in the center. Bam. And it says, what do you want to make? And I say, new. I'm going to click the New Parameter button. And this is note, let's go capitals, note number. It's going to be the note number. I'm going to put it in as an instance parameter so that each of these notes can be different. You got to change the type of parameter to be text so that you could put a D1 or an A, a B, a C, or a 1, 2, 3. You could put anything you want. When you switch it to text, it allows anything. Okay? So with these set up like this, give it a name, instance, and text. You say, okay. And then you've got, there's your note number. So I'm going to use this, I'm going to add this parameter to the label. I'm going to change the sample to something like 88 so I can figure out where the center is. Okay, there we go. So we've got ourselves that's our note, and we're basically done. I'm just kidding. We maybe need a box around it. Okay, we can put a circle around it or a box. We can do anything we want. If I hit Create Line, and then a little square, I can make myself a little square over here, okay? Now what I want is this square to be 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, let's just say. So I click there, and it says it's 1/4. And how tall is it? 1/4. Hey, no way, don't you love it when it works? Okay, if I grab this whole thing, I need to move it exactly around the 88. So I can say MV on the keyboard and move it. I can move it from its center point over to this line, and then MV again from its center point down to this line. And then it's exactly on the 88, the parameter down there. Now there's two other things I want to put into this. Not just a number, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want to embed the actual note into the tag so that we can check the note right when you're on the drawings. You can click on this and it'll show you what the note is, so that you don't have to go look on another sheet to see what 88 stands for or what 17 stands for, okay? So let's put the note right on here. We'll give it the ability to turn on and off, because you typically don't want the note on your drawing. You just want a box with a number in it. So here we go. Okay. So I'm going to hit create a label. I'm going to just put it right there. Doesn't matter where you put it. New, and this one is actually going to be the note. So I named it note. It's an instance parameter also, and it's an instance parameter of text, exactly the same as the last one, okay? And when I say okay, then I put the note over here, and I'll just put some text, add note here, okay? And I don't really want it, oops, excuse me. Stop it. There we go. I want that to be left justified, and I want it to actually be just over here, down there. So this is going to be the number, and there is going to be the note, okay? Now, I want one last piece of information in here, and it's going to be the category. Category meaning new work note, demo note category, elevation note category. It could be any of those, you could pick what the note is for, okay? And so I'm going to put category as part of one of the properties, one of the parameters. So here we go. I'm going to create another label. And yes, it's going to be identical to the others. Watch this. Create a label. I'm just going to put it right here. And it's going to be category. And it's going to be an instance parameter also of text. Same thing. You guys are getting this, right? I say, okay. I move it over, and I can just leave category. Okay, so there it is. This one, I want to make it right justified, and I'm going to put it over here on this side, okay? In fact, I might pull it away a little bit, so just so it's way the heck out there. Okay, so it shows the category. So here we go. I want you to see what we've got here. And I want to give these things the ability to turn on or off back in the project. I know this is crazy, but here we go. Look at this. If I click this note, over in the properties, there's the word visible. And if you follow this box all the way to the edge, there's a little gray box over there. When you click it, that adds a parameter to the visibility setting. And the new parameter is going to be note on/off, okay? I'm going to make it a note on/off instance, and that's all I have to do is make it an instance parameter. I'm going to say okay. Okay? So now that has the ability to turn on and off back in the project. And I'm going to make category do the same thing. Category, going over here to visibility and go all the way to the right to the little tiny button. And I'm going to make a new parameter, and this is category on and off. Now, I know this might sound a little complex at first, but you'll see in a second. Category on off, instance parameter. Okay, and assign. That's all we have to do to this family to build this, and then we're going to put it back into the project. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it just on my desktop. I'm going to call it how about numbered? No. Okay, just note. Note family. This is the note family. Okay? I'm going to say save. It's hard to figure out a name for these things sometimes when you're just on the fly. I'm going to load it into the project and close it. So now that it's in the project, let me show you how to use this thing. Let's make ourselves a little drafting view to build our notes, okay? And here we go, watch this. I'm going to go to view. Now I'm back in the project. I'm going to click on drafting view, and I'm going to call this master note list, okay? So here it is. I've got my master note list. Now, because that family that we just made is a generic annotation, you load it by loading a symbol. So I would go to annotate, okay? And I'm going to click on the symbol button, and note family is the last thing I made. So here it is. I know it's simple, but look at that. It's just a little box. And I can put a handful of them in a row here vertically and just show you what I'm talking about. Now, let me show you how this works. This top one, I'm going to make it number 1, okay? And I'm just filling these in. This next one's gonna be number 2. This next one's gonna be number 3, and I'm gonna make 4. Why not? Who cares? Over on the left, this is gonna be a demo note, okay? And this one's gonna be demo note, okay? And this one, demo note. And this one is a demo note. See, you guys with me? Demo note. Okay. But this first demo note, and here's the note, it's going to be on the right. It's going to be remove window, whatever. I'm just going to make these up quickly. Number 2 is remove door, okay? And this one is going to be remove. See, so your project manager or you sit here and you type up a list of your notes. You may have notes from other projects. You can just copy this view from one project to the next, and you'll have all your notes, and you can just edit them. So this one is going to be remove stair, whatever. I'm going to put one last one, and this is remove wall to extent shown, whatever, okay? And it wraps automatically once it gets to the width of the information inside the tag. So if you need this to be longer, you can edit the tag and stretch it. But that's not the intent. These are supposed to be on off. So look at this. These are my demo notes, and I could keep adding more demo notes. But I'm going to copy one of these over. I'm going to copy it over here to the right, and these are going to be my new work notes. So I'm going to change this. Look at this. New work. New work note, okay, got that? A new work note number 1 might be patch floor. Okay, I'm just going to make 2 over here just to I can't keep on making too many. What's that? Oh, that was for copy. I'm going to pick this. I'm just going to copy it down. Copy it down. New work note number 2. Patch floor. Patch wall. Whatever. Okay, so there we go. So these are the demo notes, and these are the new work notes. You guys with me? These could be, if I want to differentiate these for, I put them on my demo. I put these all on my demo plan, and I put these on my new work plans, duh. But just so that you can see, I'm going to make this a D1. I'm going to make this a D2, just so that you can see how these work. You can add alphanumeric in here if you want. So those are demo notes. These are new work notes, whatever. Okay, now that I've got these in this view, I can keep adding more and more. I could make elevation notes. I could make many, many notes. And this is where I come. I come to the master note list to build my notes. But now I want to use these in my plan, okay? So I'm going to open up I'm going to open up my plan, and let's just say this was my demo plan, okay? I don't have time right now in this whatchamacallit. I don't have time in this Revit tip to build a whole nother building that's existing. So I'm just going to show you, okay? I'm going to show you how to use these things, okay? So I'm going to go to my master notes list, and I grab one. I'm like, okay, remove window. I can copy it to the clipboard. Right here, copy to the clipboard. And then you go over to your plan, and you're like, okay, paste, right? Paste from clipboard. Where's paste? There it is, paste. And so you can paste it right here. And so this says it's a demo note, remove window, right? So look at this. You can highlight this. And over in the properties, you can uncheck category and it turns off. You can uncheck your note and it turns off. So now you're left with just the D1. You see that? You can add a leader to it. You can actually go back to the properties and the type properties and tell it exactly what arrowhead to have. There we go. Look at that. So now this is D1, remove window. So if I want to confirm this and check it really fast to see what note it is, like I can't remember what D1 is. I just can't remember. All I have to do is highlight it. Over in the properties, I check note on or off, and then I just read it. Remove window. Okay, good. And then I can turn that back off. Goes back to normal. So if I need another D1, I can, look at this, I can safely copy this down here and just use it. I don't have to go and get the one from my master list every time and copy it in. Just one time you have to go do that. Here's remove door. Look at this. Copy the clipboard, Control C, go to the plan, Control V, paste it. And I'm gonna paste it right here. And I'm gonna highlight that guy, and I'm going to turn off the category and the note, place it in a good spot, and give it a leader. Point at the door, point at the door. And so there's a D1, D2. I could, of course, I'm going to go, I'm going to do a D3. So I'm going to look in here, remove stair. Whoa, copy to the clipboard, go back to my plan, and then paste. Here is remove stair. Remember, highlight it, turn off the category, and then add a leader, point at the stair, okay? And now we're gonna, watch this. If I click this, and I can't remember what D3 is, I just can't remember. I'm gonna click on show the note, remove stair. And I say, you know what? I need to edit that because that's not good enough. So you always go back to your master note list and you say, okay, in the master note list, I need this, no. These are type parameters. So I mean, okay, stop right there. This is the remove the stair. We're going to fix typos later. So I don't need to see remove stair. I am going to, in a schedule is where you fix your typos. I'm just saying, okay? So look at this. That is a D3. And what's a D4? D4, remove wall to extent shown. Copy the clipboard, go back to the plan, and paste. Okay, I'm going to remove this wall. So to the extent shown, and I would show the extent. So basically, I'm going to turn off the category in the note, place this thing where I really think I need it, and then add the leader. I know you're with me, and then I would show the extents. Like I would put a line in here that delineates exactly where I need to cut that out, and I would probably put that on my demo plan. But do you see what I'm doing here? I've put my demo notes in. I can also put in my new work notes. And so what's a new work note? I just look over here. Patch the floor, patch the wall. And so I'm going to say patch the floor. Copy it to the clipboard, go to your new work plan, wherever it is. And I'm going to say, see, new work. I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to turn those guys off. And I need to patch the floor. So I'm going to add a couple leaders. One is going to be pointing right over here. So I'm just going to say patch the floor over there and patch the floor over here. Okay. Like this area, I need to patch the floor, whatever. So here we go. We've got our notes. We're placing them in our demo plans. We're placing them in our elevations. We're placing them wherever we need them. Now I need to make a schedule. Okay, so here we go with a schedule. I'm going to say view. And under schedules, when you click on schedule, it gives you a drop down. The top one that says schedule and quantities will quantify objects, real Revit objects like the furniture. It'll count them. It'll tell you what they are. It will quantify walls or stairs or doors or windows. See, that top one is for quantifying objects. But if you want to get a schedule of annotation objects, you click on note block. So I click on note block, and it says, which family are we going to pull the information from? And I come down to here, and I click on the note family that I just made. I'm going to call this the master note list, okay? Or master note schedule. There we go, master note schedule. And then it says, okay, what do you want? Well, I definitely want the category over there, and I definitely want the note number over there, and the note itself, okay? So I'm gonna say, okay. And what it does is it gives me, it populates every single one that I've used. Okay, now work with me here. We need to do a couple things to get this master node schedule in order. So we're going to click on sorting and grouping. We're going to sort them first by category, and then we're going to put a blank line in between each category grouping. And then we're going to sort them by note number. That's all we got to do, okay? And when I say okay, bam, it puts all the demo notes together, and it puts all the new work notes together, and it puts them in alphanumeric order, okay? Now, I've got duplicates. Look, one patch floor, one patch floor. It's pulling information from all of my plans, wherever they are, and even from my drafting views, because there's one of these patch floor in the plan and one in the drafting view. But I want to consolidate this, okay? So it just shows me, so I can put it on a sheet. And what I can do is I go to sorting and grouping again, and this little guy down here says itemize every instance. What that basically means is show every single one of them, okay? If I uncheck, it's going to compress these down to just one of each one. Now you notice that we've got some notes in here, okay? And the notes are all filled out. Now let's talk about that stair, the remove stair. Now watch what happens. In my master notes list, I decide I want remove stair, watch this, remove stair complete. I want it to say remove stair complete, okay? But if I go to my plan, this one, if you'll notice, is when I turn on the note, it's still showing just the old remove stair. So that means D3 has two different definitions. One is here and one is elsewhere. And I mean elsewhere, it's in my master list. So if I go to my schedule, if there's conflicting information, look what happens. The actual note will go blank when there's conflicting information, okay? You can verify things if you want. You go to sorting and grouping and you itemize every instance, and you can look for the culprit. You go, aha, there's one called remove stair and there's one called remove stair complete. I want them to all be remove stair complete. You can fix that by clicking that right there, the one that's out of whack, and you can, on the drop down, you could scroll if you want to the what you want it to say. And so I'm just going to patch wall, remove stair complete. So I can pick on the right one so that all the D3s work. That's one way to do it. So now look, when I go back to itemize every instance, it's fixed, it works. That's one way to fix your problems, is stop itemizing, find the culprit that's out of whack and fix it. There's another way. Right now, when they're compressed like this, I can change them all the D3s at once. Like if I need to change the node, remove stair complete, including railings, okay? If this is compressed, like it is right now, not showing every instance, any edits you make, update all of them. So I'm going to go back to my master list and take a look here. Look, it says including railings. And if I go to my plan, it says including railings. So just saying. Now, the last thing you guys might want to ask me is, well, that's nice and all having a master note schedule, but what if I wanted to put just demo notes on the demo plan and new work notes on the new work plan and elevation notes on the elevations? What if I wanted to break them up? That's why we built the category into, the parameter of category into this family, so that we can make a schedule that filters out everything except that, that category. So I'll do one for demo just to show you how it works. What I would do, okay, go ahead and watch this. I can go down to my master node schedule and I can duplicate it, duplicate view, okay? So now I've got master node schedule copy number 1. I'm going to rename that. I'm going to rename that to be demo notes, demo note schedule. There, look at that. Demo note schedule. Okay. And so if I open my demo note schedule, it has other notes in here, but I need to use a filter to make it only demo notes. And then I can drag this and put it on the sheet. So here's what I would do, right? This is how you make the individual ones, the individual schedules. What you do is you come over here to sorting and grouping, okay? And actually you don't go to sorting and grouping, you go to filter. And it says it's not being filtered. I'm going to filter it by category, and the category has to equal, and I can do the drop down, demo note. So if the category equals demo notes, that's what this schedule is going to be. So I can say, okay, and it'll strip out all the elevation notes. It'll strip out the plan notes. It'll strip out roof notes, details. It'll strip out everything except just what I picked. Now, I don't want to drag this onto the plans looking like this, because I don't need category, 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 category all listed, okay? You can actually pick the row A, and up here you can pick hide. So it hides the category. I'm going to pick this now, the note number category, and align these to center, you know, just to clean this up a little bit. So now we've got our demo note schedule. It has just the numbers, and it has the and it has my note. So this is ready to put on the sheet. Now, how do I update and add another demo note, and will it still work? Let's go find out. I'm going to go to my master note list, and I'm going to add note D number 5. So all I can do is copy this one, D4, down a little bit, okay? And I'm going to make it D5. Okay, and then I'm going to say remove downspout, and it's a demo note. So I can copy this onto my plan, and let's just say I want to get rid of this one right here. I paste it right there. I highlight it, and I turn off. I can check it, verify that it's a demo note, and it is remove downspout. I'll turn off the category and the note, so it's only a box. Give it a leader. We're verifying. There we go. And now we're going to go to our master note schedule. And sure enough, D5 is in there, remove downspout. And what about our demo note schedule? Of course it's there. You guys knew it was going to be there. All right. I hope this Revit tip helps you guys. I hope that you guys have a fantastic success using this type of note in your projects. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to ask me down below in the comments section. Until next time, have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.